It is a great pleasure to see my colleagues and to meet the participants of the Cambridge International Symposium on Economic Crime, albeit virtually rather than at Jesus College, Cambridge this year. I have had the privilege of being involved in the organization of the Cambridge Symposium for the last 30 years. And indeed, 3 decades ago, I first participated in the symposium as a Japanese lawyer. And I realized straight away how useful it was, but also vital for all those who are concerned with the protection of their organizations and their countries from economic crime to participate in this incredibly international gathering. One can not only network in terms of meeting people right across different sectors, from public to private, and all different levels, but in a very friendly setting where, in fact, it doesn't really matter which part of the world you're from or what organization. Our concerns, we share the same concerns, we share the same worries, and indeed we are able to share a lot of our experience and knowledge. And indeed, I have seen in the past 30 years so many important cases being either solved, or the solutions or keys to solving certain problems being found indeed through the personal networks that people have been able to obtain and gain through the participation in the symposium. Now, sadly, as everybody has already mentioned, we're not able to meet actually at Jesus College, Cambridge, but we're busy preparing ourselves for next year, when we will be able to return to Jesus College to gather again for the duration of the symposium, which is a week, which is a very long time indeed compared to many other perhaps gatherings, both academic and intergovernmental. But the symposium is very unique in the sense that it is indeed, it has been from the start, really put together and been organized by all those volunteers who have put in their spare time and efforts and ideas to really keep this incredible gathering going for the last 38 years. Its independence, both commercially and politically, I think has been very much appreciated by all those concerned. And indeed, the Japanese government has been sending many delegates at very senior levels from different governmental agencies, including the Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and also Ministry of Finance. And also, for example, other institutions such as the Tokyo Stock Exchange has been very much instrumental in getting private sector representatives to also participate in the symposium. And it's been very much appreciated, I think, also by all the different embassies here in the UK, including the Embassy of Japan, which has in fact been represented at the highest level. In other words, the ambassador, the successive ambassador, has been coming to speak at the symposium. And again, this has been very much supported by the successive representative from the Ministry of Justice of Japan. Wearing another hat, other than being a legal scholar, in addition to being a legal scholar, I co-chair one of the bilateral law associations for the Law Society. And again, in our activity, which is to really bridge the two countries, namely the UK and Japan, in the field of legal cooperation, we have found the participation in the symposium absolutely invaluable. Now, at the forthcoming symposium, I'd like to continue to hold a number of workshops focusing very much on the issues relating to governance, integrity, and compliance. And in those various different workshops, I have been able to and will continue to gather participants from around the world, both in private sector, well, government, private sector, two public and private sectors, as well as academia. Because again, the link between these three, as it were, sectors is absolutely vital in working together to find solutions and to fight against economic crime. Academia, of course, if anything, has been slightly standing aloof in certain countries, partly because of the fact that it's been very much led by the journal articles, and whether you publish in the so-called top-ranking journals, which have in the past shied away very much from the more interdisciplinary areas such as the prevention and control of economic crime and financial crime. But I think with the current global crisis that we're faced with in the name of the pandemic, perhaps there will be some changes afoot. And I'm very hopeful that another global problem, such as economic crime, that this symposium deals with, will be of more significance and of relevance to those journals who are probably seeking to re-establish themselves as vehicles for relevance. So next year, 2021, we shall meet again. But in the meantime, please keep in touch with us, for we will be continuing to monitor the situation, and we'll be sending out messages to all those who have always participated in the symposium. And also we'd like to reach out to those who really should be in contact, or that we should be in contact with. And we hope that we'll continue to widen the network and our reach. Because as I said, I have been involved with the organization of the symposium for the last 30 years, and have seen the huge growth. Unfortunately, maybe it reflects the fact that the growth of economic crime itself might be reflected in the growth of perhaps the symposium, its size, but it's not the quantity, it's very much the quality that we do uphold. And the symposium, indeed, even though it has grown, the quality has gone even up further. It's been an upward spiral in terms of quality. But of course, without the participants, we cannot continue to hold this symposium, as it really is not funded by any particular organization. And therefore, please continue to participate, and also help us in reaching out to those people and organizations that we should be in touch with. Well, thank you very much for listening to me, and looking forward very much to meeting you properly and seeing you face to face very soon. And in the meantime, please all take good care of yourselves and your families. Thank you.